welcome to the next video in this series. That song was called Telethon. That's the title track off my Telethon CD. I never play it exactly the same, and you know, I use a lot of the same licks though. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break down kind of what I do on that song. And the first thing I want to go over is the intro, you know, the actual intro, the riff to it. That riff is kind of derivative of an old, like a Deep Purple thing or something, maybe a Ritchie Blackmore type riff, you know. But I just keep doing it over again. That's pretty simple. It's just an open E, and then 2 hits on the 2nd fret of the D string, and pulling it off, and then just a stop on the 2nd fret of the A string, so, and then hammering on the A and the D string. And I just keep doing that over and over again. Now, if you listen to the record, basically what I got going on is in the center track is that part, and then there's the harmony to it in the left side, and the other harmonies in the right side. So you've got this 3-part harmony barrage of guitars coming at you, kind of like a freight train, which was the effect I was going for. The first solo of it is, it's over the key of E. It just shifts back and forth from E to G, E to G. The chord progression of the whole song is E, G, E, G, back to E, and then D, A, back to D, A, and then I hang on the B for a while. It's the same riff, actually. This is actually the guitar that I was playing when I did the song. It's the same patch on the pod. I used the pod to record it. And all I'm using for effects is a Boss CS2 compressor sustainer. The pickup in this thing is a Seymour Duncan Alnico 2, in case you're wanting to know that. Okay, so the first solo part of it is over the key of E. So that, if I break that down, is I'll play it really slow. It's 2nd fret on the B string, and then bending down. You've already got it bent up, the G string. You're holding on the 2nd fret, but you're bending it up to what the note would be on the 4th fret, and you're releasing it. Okay? That's the first part. Okay? After that, that is rolling off of the B string, and then playing the 3rd fret, rolling off from 3rd, 2nd, open B string, and then the 3rd fret on the G string, and an open E, and then rolling back down to the open G. Okay. And then onto the 1st fret of the G string, so you can get to your E chord, and then it's based on around the E chord. So something like that, basically, is kind of what I'm doing. And then after that, I think I go up to a something similar to that, and then I guess I could break that down. Let me play it fast again. Okay, so that's what I was doing. Slow. I'll slow that down. I'm rolling up to open E, G, A flat note, A, B flat, B. So I'm rolling up, and just kind of making a chromatic lick out of it, and then rolling off of the B, or on, hammer on, and then pulling off back to the open. and then playing the G note on the E string. Open A, G, E. The last little bit of that was a pedal steel lick, where I'm bending up the 7th fret on the B string up to what note would be at the 9th fret, bending that up, and then playing the 7th fret on the E string, and then playing that note bent again, so, and then playing the 5th fret on the E string, and then releasing, and then playing the 5th fret on the B string. So. And from there on, you can just go, you know, just keep on working your way down. So let me go ahead and play that fast again. And then the next part that I did over the G chord is basically I'm coming up to the G chord and playing a G7. So let me break that down as sliding up to the G on the E string. Okay. So that is, let me do that really slow. Those are the notes in it. Okay. Several different variations on that. That's rolling off the G string, and then sliding back up to the G. So let me play that whole beginning part up to that point fast. Let me try that again. That last little bit there is coming up to the G position, bar method position, sliding from the 3rd to 4th fret, and then double stopping on the 3rd fret on the B and E strings. Try to do that really slow. Something pretty similar to that. And then back down to the E. Where I'm just kind of working my way around anything right around that E chord. Anything that I can do that is, you know, all relative to that chord. The key to playing this really fast is try not to use your pinky too much, because that slows me down anyway. But the key to playing all this stuff really fast is being able to find all the notes within a very small area, you know. So the next part, and then it goes back up to the G and it does basically the same thing. Basically the same thing, and then the E, where I'm kind of sliding up. So. And then over the D, I'm playing the exact same thing as the other rhythm parts. That part right there is just... When you play it really fast, it sounds cool, but it's really not that tough. from the G note to the A flat. Okay, so. It's real slow. And then back to the D. And then I'm up to the B chord. Everything else is over the B, so. So I'm coming up with this B position. Those are all the notes that I'm playing. I do that at some point too, where I'm hammering on. Well, actually I'm picking it and pulling off. That lick right there sounds really spectacular, but it's just really fast triplet rolls. You're rolling off. So let me slow that whole section down. That's pretty much the whole song. I mean, there's a few other licks in there. One of them is that lick right there is just hammering onto the second fret on the B string to an open E, and then sliding up from the G to the A flat on the E string, or third to fourth fret. So, and then that's just rolling off on the E string, B string, okay, and doing that twice on each string, and then rolling all the way down E string, G or B string, G string, and then second fret on the D string to open. That's that riff right there. So if you slow it down, it's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and speed it all up. I'll just go through that whole section right there. And the second time around I do that as a somewhere. I'll go over that little part right there too. It's pulling. So you're hitting the 7th fret on the A string and then pulling off and then playing a real staccato note on the E string. So 7th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret. That'll get your speed up too if you practice on those things. And when you're hitting that E, it's just, you're muting it with your palm. So there's all kinds of cool stuff you can pull out of that. What else is something that goes along those same lines? I don't think I threw this lick in the original recording of the song, but I might have. Where you're hammering on, say, okay, in the key of E. You've got the E note on your A string, which is at the 7th fret, right? And then you're hammering on at the 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, and 7th fret. So you're plucking the E string, and then hammering on, and then playing the E note on the A string, 7th fret. Okay, and then doing that with each note. So if you do it really fast, it's kind of like an arpeggio. Same thing, but you see the difference in the sound. Or it just pops a hell of a lot better. So that's another thing you can do in there. I think that's pretty much it for this song. I mean, I can't really break it down anymore. That's pretty much all of the different patterns that I'm playing. Oh, there's one more lick in there that's kind of cool. It's a rolling rolling lick with the E string as a drone. So I'm doing a, but I'm rolling up to it. So I hit the first note. The only notes that I'm hitting, that I'm actually playing, are the open B and the open E. Because I'm hammering on the next two notes. The first notes are 3rd fret, 5th fret. So I'm hammering on. And then 5th fret, 7th fret. And then 7th fret, 9th fret. And then 9th to 10th. 10th to 12th, 12 to 14, 14 to 16, and then you've made your octave. So, and you can go back up or down as much as you want. And change it up if you want. And then at the end of that, I think I think I played it from this. I bent it up with the open E, and with the note that high, it just sounded really cool. So there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with that, and I do believe I did that whole that section over the. I think I did it over that part. So I'll just kind of go through a few more of these things. I'm going to go through them at speed, and hopefully I'll be able to play along with it long enough to get most of these licks in here. Okay, this next song I'm going to go through is Cowpoke. It's the 4th song on the Telethon CD, and it has some cool pedal steel bend type stuff in it, but it's not. I'm not using a B bender on it, even though I have a bender in this guitar and in several of my guitars. I'm not using a B bender at all in the song, so I'm going to go ahead and play along with it, and then I'll break down what I did afterwards over Matt Ray's part, because Matt Ray played on this one. He did the middle section. I'm not sure exactly what he did, so I'll just kind of make something up. So here goes. Lick. Well, let me go over the rhythm part. It's pretty basic. It's just. That's the rhythm part. The first lick is a chicken picking thing from the 5th fret on the B string. 1, 2, 3, and then pulling it up from the 8th fret on the B string. And I'm muting that with my palm. And then, actually, so, and then the melody riff of the song starts on the 9th fret and the 11th fret, and I'm bending up the G string from the 11th fret up to where it would be on the 13th fret. Okay. So those are the 2 notes I'm starting with. The 9th fret on the D string and the 11th fret on the G string. Pulling it up and then coming back down and playing both the notes at the same time. And then from the 6th fret on the D string and the 9th fret on the G string. Same thing, bending it up and then bringing it back down and playing both notes. And then the 2nd fret on the D string and the 4th fret on the G string. So when I bend that one up, I play a couple more notes. And then release it while it's ringing. So again, that is. And then bending the G string up from the 4th fret and playing the 2nd fret on the B string. So let me do that again real quick. Bending it up, bending the G string up, and then playing the B and then back to the G, and then the open E, then the B. See, this should be the same note. And then you're releasing that note, which gives it that effect. Okay? So let's try that again from the top. Or I think I'd do it below the note. Yeah, I do. I'm doing a below the note bend on the G string. Okay, and then the second time around. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing all of the notes in an F, and then like sliding from an F to an F sharp. Okay, but I'm playing the notes individually, so it's... And then... So, one more time. And then back to the top again. And then doing kind of a banjo roll, this little lick here. I think I stole that from Stuart Smith off of one of Rodney Crowell's albums years and years ago. That's just a really cool lick. I like that one. So I use that, which is rolling up to the 4th fret from the open 3rd fret, 4th fret, and then 2nd fret on the D string, open G, 3rd fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the B string, okay, up to an open E, and then 2nd fret on the E and dropping it back. It's real slow. And then doing the same thing over a C chord. So over the C chord, you're actually holding the C chord. Playing after you play the open G, play the G at the 3rd fret, and then just keep going up. And then the G note on the E string at the 3rd fret. So over the A part. And then after that, that's same lick that I did in Telethon, I think, just real slow. And then hammering onto the E. Okay, so let me go through that again one more time. That's the first part of the song, and then I basically do that again. And then Matt Ray comes in and does his part, and he did a really cool steel guitar part. Well, he's playing it on a telly, but I mean, it sounds like a steel. And I'm not even sure exactly what he did. You'd have to ask him. I think he started off with that riff, but then he did some stuff. I don't even know where he went. But he did do this. And then back to the F sharp. And then at the end of the song, I go ahead and play that riff again throughout the whole next verse. But at the end of the song, I do this. So at the end, I didn't do that when I just played it a minute ago, but on the record I did. Okay, so I'm going to go through the end of the song, and I'll try to break this down. The very last little riff that I did, which is kind of noodling, but I'll play through it at speed one more time. So at the end of that, and then chromatically using the E string as a drone, and then I came up to the E position up here. So let me try to break that down. Let's see here. So you're in this position. See, all of the notes are relatively close to each other, so you can play them really fast. So I think I rolled up to it. Pretty sure that's what I did. Something like that, anyway. So that's pretty much it for Cowpoke. The song's called Leaving Cheyenne, and I just wanted to write a song that had a bunch of different delay effects in it. So I use this one. It's kind of a pumping. That's how long the delay is. It's about one beat behind the actual tempo of it. So if that's the tempo, then that gives you kind of a clue of it. So the riff, the main guitar riff is. So that's pretty much the riff on it. Yeah, I'm relatively close to in tune. I'm going to go ahead and play along with it. That's the main thing throughout the song. Now, towards the end of it, and then there's a bunch of guitar solos that somebody else played. Jimmy Urey actually played those solos, like the first two guitar solos, and I think Gino played one of the last ones. But there's a time and a half delay, which is actually 1 1/2 beats behind the tempo of the song, that I did this crazy time and a half delay thing on the end. And I'll try to break that down real quick. Let me go ahead and play along with this and see what comes up. I'll just kind of noodle over the other guys' solos. And then when it comes to the time and a half delay thing, I'm going to let you listen to it on here, and then I'll break it down afterwards, all right? Again, this is Leaving Cheyenne. It's off the Telethon CD. See what you think of it. Here we go. kind of interesting lick in that song is the time and a half delay thing, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what the notes are, or most of them anyway, without the delay on, so you can see how simple it really is, and then I'll throw the delay on and show you what it sounds like. The key to this is pick blocking and being really staccato, like using your pick and your fingers to stop each note. So that's kind of it. It's let me just play a little bit of it. You know, that's pretty much it. At the end of it, I'm doing this when I come back to the A chord, and then so that's pretty much it. Now I'll throw the delay on it and show you what it sounds like with the delay. Okay. That's that part, and then I work my way back up to the A chord. Oh, and the chord progression that's over is A flat minor, C sharp minor, F major, and then a B sus2 to a B major. Okay, and then when I get back to the A chord, that other part that I showed you, I'll play that with the delay. So that's pretty much it for that whole song. The rest of it's just kind of noodling around and playing guitar solos. Anything that you can kind of come up with the delay. You can, if you're playing like the one delay that's exactly one beat behind. See if this is it. I think I did some harmony stuff like. So any just a major scale, if you're playing a major scale and you're doing it exactly in time, then you're going to have the harmony notes along with it, which is really cool. So you can always play around with that stuff too. That's it for this tape, and we'll catch you on the next one. I appreciate it. You can find Telethon at CD Baby. You can find these videos and probably Telethon on eBay too. So anyway, check out my website periodically. Hopefully I'm coming to your town. If I am, stop by and say hey. Appreciate it. Thanks.